now we're going to try to download some of these drum kits that I had paid for. Also, I just got another email from the Aircraft Combat Survivability short course, but as I said, the best way to survive aircraft combat is to not be in an aircraft at the time of combat, and therefore I will be not responding to the email. Now the question is, where is the eCollie drum kit? Maybe I might have it on a hard drive, and since I already paid, let me see if I can find the evidence of that. Account's deleted, but this is what it was. Anyway, so now let's go see if I can find the drum kit in my system. Wait, I'll just show you that I sent the payment. These payments are just my court payments, which I have to do another one soon. I think I sent a donation. There, see? Look at that. Sent it right there. So let's go see if I can find the drum kit now. And that's with even him saying that I didn't have to do it. And I know his account's deleted now, but that was his account. As far as I know, unless it was someone trying to get me caught up. But I definitely didn't fake it. And I had another hard drive, but the police took it. And I still haven't gotten it back. I'm worried that they're gonna erase it or something. I don't trust them. Same thing with my laptop. I'm worried that they're gonna wipe it or break it or watch porn on it or something. I was very careful not to watch any porn on it. I don't even watch porn anymore. I haven't watched porn in so long. Long story short, I don't trust them at all, and I'm worried about all of my work and assets that are on those devices. They literally put them in a trash can a trash bag to take them out of my house. And apparently the message was, everything I do is trash and illegal. That's pretty much the message. Everything I do is trash and illegal, and that I'm worthless and nothing. And that everything I do is not how it works. audio library, and I had a lot of my stuff in there, but that's probably on the other one that they took. But I'm not just going to jump to that. I'm pretty sure I had it on the other one, but I don't know if I have it on this one. And I just feel the general sentiment is, well, you don't deserve all of that. You don't deserve all of that. You deserve to go to prison. All you did is incriminate yourself. That's humanity for you. Oh, that's... Here we go again, because I guess some of this is pirated. I did pay... Wait, is it? Maybe not. Ooh, looks Mixcraft stuff. Some of my early stuff. Maybe it's not pirated. Actually, because this came from a CD. That came from a CD. I have this purchased. The intrusive thought that I'm aware of is just someone going, look at this piece of shit trying to cover his ass. He can't even do it properly. Look, he just incriminated himself. Which is not really what I'm trying to do, but okay. Sure. I guess you can just shoot me in the head. Since that's about all this amounts to, is that you want to shoot me in the head and take all my assets. No, your assets are trash. Okay, well then why'd you take them? Just to put them in the trash where they belong. Those are all free. Hello. Hello, man. That was weird. I could have sworn I heard a knock on the door. Here's one. I don't think it's my full collection, but there it is. Oh, you know what? I think I have to do something. Here we go. don't even know if it's this account. I might have another account. Because I don't see any purchases here. And it looks like I don't even have a payment method. So it's probably, I probably logged in some other way. Nothing here either. I know I bought stuff on Splice before. That's how I got the Tynan ones. Pretty sure they did all this just to make me go crazy. So I guess I'll just buy everything again. Even though I bought it once, I'll just buy everything again. Because nothing came through on this, and that's all the accounts that I would have used. So I guess they didn't even log my Tynan purchases, which really sucks. And yeah, I could just transfer them, but the whole point is that I'm trying to get all this stuff protected. So, and I know it doesn't matter because everything on my fucking other laptop that I had was all paid for, and they still took it. So it doesn't really fucking matter at this point, but I'm just continuing to try to do things the right way. And like I said, the reason before that I wasn't paying for everything is A, I had no income. B, I was going to college. C, I wasn't making, no income. I wasn't making any money off of what I was doing also. D, I didn't know what I needed yet, for the most part. I didn't know what I wanted and needed for the long run. I didn't just want to keep spending money that I don't have to get products that I may or may not use. But this far in, I'm trying to just solidify what I need. I don't remember which kit it was. Let me see. Which one was I using? Number 1, volume 1. Doesn't even look like I can find a legitimate way to purchase this anymore. So this one I'm just going to have to transfer. This kit that I have here, I wanted to start making more reggaeton. It's a free reggaeton kit. I downloaded it for free because it was available for free, not being offered for payment and then I took it some other way, like I used to, because I figured, hey, other people are buying this stuff. I'm actually going to use it, and I'm not making any money off of it. I just want to make art. But here we are. I'm trying to keep it all within the realms of reason now. Not that I wasn't before, but times have changed. And that means I can put this, which I paid for also, in here. And I should probably make it distinguish between which ones are paid and which ones are free also.
Let's talk about movies.
So if you guys want to beat me up or hurt me or sue me or whatever, go ahead. You can even kill me for using this paid thing. You know, I paid for it, but if you guys want to say I didn't and that you want to fucking kill me for it, then go the fuck ahead. I'm tired of this fucking corrupt ass world. Fuck you. I'm not speaking out against equality specifically. I just mean anyone who hates me and just is looking for any reason to hurt me, which seems to be most of the population. And since I also purchased these ones, and apparently Splice didn't fucking log my purchases, I'm also just going to do this and take these ones as well. And while I'm gonna keep all this because it's part of the library that I developed. We'll call it fair and square. I didn't pay for most of it, but I developed it fair and square because a lot of the stuff was available for free, even though it was also available for purchase. But like I said, I'm trying to build some boundaries, and if you want to try to fuck me up about this Tynan shit too, be my guest. I'll stand there and let you beat me to death because I'm sick of you. Just like I let the SWAT team take all my stuff and ruin everything for me. It's a very advanced form of self-harm where I train very, very, very hard to be able to survive situations like that. And then I just let you hurt me anyway because that's what you wanted in the first place, was for me to be hurt. So I'm cooperating with you hurting me. And then yeah, because I'm not dead, I have to express myself about it. But I wish you'd just killed me. And no, I didn't invite that situation. I very specifically tried to keep it away from me, and I thought we were all on the same page. And that's why it hurts. Otherwise, it would just be my fault. But because it's not my fault, that's why it hurts. And I have all these 808s, but... And a lot of them, like I said, a lot of these are available for free, these collections. You can just go, watch, I'll show you. Watch this. There, and I bet you I can just download this. See? And let's see. Are there actual 808s in it? Let's pause the music real quick and see if these are actually 808s. Seems like it. So there, now I have a free pack of 808s to work with. And that's how I acquired a lot of the other ones as well. And once again, this is my original instrumental that I made. And I recorded on it too, it's just the instrumental that's playing. So there you go, that's how I got most of my sounds, was just finding them for free. When there was also, sometimes they were also available for sale. But I would just do that. Like, who knows where these 808s came from? I think some of them have tags on them still. But, it says free and I downloaded it. So if these aren't free sounds, then that's not my fault. See, Spins 808, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to buy those. And I'm not telling you not to put these up. I think it's important. The way that society and humans flourish is by keeping archives. And not everything should be behind a paywall. And often maybe not all the time, but often it should be your choice if you want to support someone or not. If they're putting their work up, depending on what kind of work it is, I think you should have access to some things for free, and then you should have the choice to support them. Considering that I've basically never been truly supported for my work or paid for my work, I think I'm qualified to make that statement. A couple $100 here and there is not enough to justify it, especially when it should have been a lot more than that in the first place, and that there was no recompense at the end of it, and instead it was just betrayal in an attempt to get me put away and or continue using me for your own benefit. So that's all that is. Wait, where did I put the kit? I don't know if I'll use any of those 808s, but I just wanted to do that to show you that there's a process behind it. And that I did pay for these. I paid for this and for both of these, even if it didn't register my payments for some reason. Which, once again, I think it's just a scam at that point. But fortunately, I kept a record. I kept a backup of it. And this is not a scam. eColly is not a scam. It's just that why can't I still find it online? But fortunately I have it. And mostly the reason I love this kit is for the cymbals. Some of the cymbals, the hi-hats are really good. I could even make my own kit. I could take all these samples. I could even start with more basic samples. And then just engineer them into something different and new. And then I could call that my kit, and then I could sell that if I wanted, but no one would fucking buy it because everyone would just steal it because no one respects me. Whereas I'm actually trying to, and then they'd probably either not use it, they'd either steal it and not use it, or they'd use it and then they'd make money off of what I do without paying me. Whereas with me, that's not really the case here. I did purchase these. I did purchase this. I'm trying to give back even though I didn't really get anything in return. But the music is about the music. Music isn't about money, it's about music. That's the important thing. That's the important thing to remember. And even though apparently money is meaningless now because my purchases are never protected, which is the whole point of purchasing things, I'm still trying to act like it's important. especially since I've never really been paid for my work. Apparently money doesn't mean anything, but it's still an arbitrary unit of transaction.
Oh, well, we can't protect your purchases when we do this, that, and the other. In fact, we're required to take these things from you. Blah, 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 blah. We win. We're so much better than you. I'm masturbating to you suffering. You're gonna eat bologna for the rest of your life. And I'm gonna stick stuff up your ass because we're gonna drug you in a cell and then I'm gonna rape you. And then you're gonna do then you're gonna do slave labor for the rest of your life, just like you were, but worse. Because now we're gonna say everything you do is trash. Anyway, I'm obviously imitating. That's the intrusive thought. Alright, anyway, let's look through this and see if there's anything else that's important for me. All these cymatic things, not all of them, but a lot of the cymatics packs, really, I probably should have paid for, but I'm probably not going to use them anymore, so it doesn't really matter. Actually, let me think. There's probably one of them that I should probably, at some point, purchase. I'm trying to remember which one it was. There's one of them that has a lot of, like... And yeah, I know. I could go through it and just pick and choose which ones I want and make my own pack and then engineer them differently and then get away with never having, like, been even detected about it, but I'm trying to be honest. I might end up doing it, but if I do it, I'll do it on video, so at least you know what I'm doing. Or not you, but like, at least there's a record of what I'm doing. I mean, I've got the E-Collie kit, I've got the Tynan kit, and then I've got an 808 kit. Titan, that's the one that I need, I think. This one has a lot of, drum samples. Especially, I think it has a kick that I really like. Let me see, instruments, drum one-shots, kick. Pause this instrumental. I think it was number 3 that I liked. Yeah. And like for this one, it might just be that one kick that I want. And I don't even need all of the 808s necessarily. Yeah, I don't need that. I just need that one kick. But I don't need the kick either. I can just use something else. So I'm just not going to use this one for now. So I used that kick on some projects before, but once again, I could also just start making my own samples as well. But it's just that I have to be in a certain state of mind. My mental health has to be good enough that I can handle it and not just freak out and give up or do a shit job. So we have to get there first. But anyway, I have all this stuff, and I'm just straight up not going to use it right now, for the most part. But I'm also not going to throw it away because I think archiving stuff like this is important. And I wish I could have also kept all the cracked plugin installation files, but those are a little bit more hot because they're obviously cracked. Whereas these, if you look at them, it's like, well, they're just sound files. But I wish I could have kept all the cracked plugin installations too, because once again, I think it's important to have backups available. It's just administrative stuff. It's just administrator stuff. Whether or not you recognize me as one, I've been in a government computer administration position since middle school. I created a little shell script just for fun, just because we were messing around on computers in middle school, and I left it on my student server. And the school administrator was scanning the servers, and he found it, and he clicked on it, and it was just, all it does is it pulls up command prompt infinitely, and it's a fun little prank. And back then, if you clicked the last one, it would stop, But then for some reason it like machine learned, and it learned how to prevent you from stopping it, and then you'd have to turn the computer off. And that's what happened to him, is he had to shut down the whole school server and reboot it. And then he came to me at school and he was like, okay, so this is what happened, and I can either suspend you, which, it doesn't make sense to me, because that's not like, yeah, I know I had a little prank, but I didn't mean for him to click on it. I didn't know that was going to happen. He's like, or you can come with me during your free period and you can help me set up all the new laptops. I'll give you an administrator account, and then you can help me set up all the laptops. So that's what I did. He showed me how to set up all the school laptops, set up the operating system, add user accounts for the students and for the administrator. And I had an administrator account with an administrator password. And that's where that started. And I didn't keep doing that into high school, in the sense of I wasn't then enlisted in high school as an administrator. But that was one of the cruxes of me learning what administration is and why it's important to have administrator tools. And then throughout my life, I learned about what ethical hacking is, where the limits are, what you should and shouldn't do. Even if you're allowed to do something, it doesn't mean you should. But what's important about these systems, and why it's important to have backup files that supersede and circumnavigate money. Like, for example, if I want to install Linux, but then I want to install Windows again, I need to have access to a Windows installer. And if something gets messed up and for some reason it can't read my hardware code anymore, I need to be able to have access to a Windows installer that doesn't need a license key. Because it's not that I don't deserve to have Windows on this machine after that. It's just that, there's an issue and now I have to do this, and I shouldn't have to pay someone else to put Windows back on my machine if I had Windows on it. It shouldn't breach a Windows contract for me to install Linux on that machine. It's just not how it should work. It doesn't work that way. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I wish I could have kept all my crack. I wish I had a hard drive full of administrator tools. But unfortunately, people are fucking assholes, and they don't understand why people do things. And unfortunately, a lot of people who have access to that sort of stuff, they abuse their power and ruin it for people like me who are not abusing their. I have never abused my power. The worst thing I ever did was in middle school. I mostly targeted Paul Buckley because his reactions were the funniest. All due respect to you, Paul, but I mostly targeted him in the computer lab, and I would send a remote shutdown, and then I'd say like, your computer's about to explode or something like that. Not really your computer's about to explode, but it was more cryptic, like, I know what you did. That's what it would be like, I know what you did, and then the computer would shut down in 15 seconds, and his reaction was always the funniest. And I did tell him what I was doing, and I was like, sorry, I just thought it was funny. Like, don't freak out. Don't, continue freaking out. But that's the worst thing I ever did with my power, and that's not really that bad. That was just a practical joke. And I considered him my friend, so it's just a practical joke. It's the worst thing I've ever done with my powers. And then I stopped escalating it because I realized... Wait, no, was that in high school? Actually, that was in high school. My bad. So I was still doing that in high school. But, that reminded me, I used to get ear infections all the time. I remember being in the computer lab with a piece of tissue jammed in my fucking ear, which sucked because there was a girl in that class that I liked, so I felt like I looked like an idiot. But turned out that we weren't gonna be good together anyway, so I don't think so anyway. Doesn't matter. I think that's all I need to do for now. I got the packs. I explained my process right now. You want to call me a criminal? Get in line.